y'all. Good morning. It's Sunday. And yeah, I ended up I wasn't feeling good really when I woke up yesterday, but I was trying to talk myself into feeling good. So, but everything I postponed because if I have something I do not want to give it to her, as you can imagine. So I've had a shower and done some stuff in my room. I ordered this Roku, 2 of them, but my TV, since my iPad is, not feeling good. My mom's TV has been in there. I mean, I haven't had it on really 5 years. I turned it on, it seems to work. I gotta find the remote. I brought it down, it's in laundry, so that's not smart. Hold on, y'all. So that remote is in another pile of laundry I didn't bring down. So when I get done with this, I need to do that. I just want to make sure my TV came on. Apparently, according to my friend, you just plug it in. And it should work. I just want YouTube, actually, in my room. That's fine. So I got a cheap one up there, which should come tonight. I got a better one for this TV. So, yeah. I prayed to Mercury because Mercury's retrograde, y'all. I gave him his respect and said, hey, can you help me with this one, dude? We'll see. So I'm having some of this Trader Joe's burrito meat. Mix it with some Spanish rice. Cut up a clamato. Chips. Little cheese, sour cream. And some red pepper. Later, we're going to make these potato feta wedges I want to make. And then we're going to reach in the freezer and I'm pulling out something that's going to be the meat. Yeah. We'll see, you guys. It's time. So we're going to have a fresh start to a day. And I'm not even going to have one goal other than have some food. Start a little laundry. I think goals are not my friend sometimes, but yeah. Did not go to the thing yesterday. I would like to choose to go through this stuff today and have it ready and put it in my car, and I want to have, half hour and run by there and drop it off. So that's the plan. Ish. Yeah, I just took care of myself yesterday, but y'all, I'm obsessed. I just posted this to Instagram. Because class is like, just grab colors maybe you don't normally work in. Have fun. And then make marks. And I'm going to tell you this whole thing. There's these marks right here and right here that really I love. Because she's like, then look for things on there that you like. So I just started playing a little bit, pulling marks out. Subtle, but I heart this. I heart it. Actually, I'm going to make a color copy, I think. But again, this will be cut out like this. Cut out, they were dots, and this is wonky. My whole goal was to make wonky things, y'all. So I think I achieved it, right? So this was just some of that paper I made with paints and stamps and stuff, and I just outlined it. I have no idea, but y'all, I think I can... I think there might be an animal in here. Maybe a bird. Y'all, I don't know. Ugh. I'm just obsessed with this, y'all. So I can't do some today. But now, y'all, this poor thing. Got a little scissor happy. But y'all, it's my wonkiness. It's wonky. I think it fits in the wonky. So just playing, cutting, playing, no pressure, no desire to, the other sides are usually pretty cool too. No desire to, so this is a color copy from the pages I did for the Jane Chip thing, which I would like to finish that today. I just need to put it down, find a saying kind of thing. Just like a mushroom, y'all. I have these new kind of acrylic paint pens, so I just kind of want to play with them on different papers. Again, just a little triangle with some dots. Y'all don't know what y'all call these things. Dr. Seuss leaves. That's it. I was inspired by Dr. Seuss. Mushroom again out of this awesome paper. It was just, it's so funny because you make these pages and sometimes you don't like love them, but you cut them up in different ways and they become a whole nother animal. Just had a good time. Keeps me freaking out. These are just from book pages, and I think her name, I'm very, very bad at 3 name people, but I think it's Jennifer Perkins Wilson or Workins, something like that. Actually, she's a DC teacher, so maybe one day I'll go and take a class from her. But I don't have that many in this pile. But she's been working on stuff. I could do this, so. She's been working on stuff. So you kind of layer. So then you would have like this behind that and this behind that kind of thing. And that's the plain one. So I want to work on that a little bit, but not now. I just need to make a bunch of the elements. This is like the leftover cut. I love the leftovers. Like when you do a picture, I love what's left over. Again, my little leaf. That's a Dr. Seuss leaf, y'all. That's a Dr. Seuss leaf. Security envelope. Again, Dr. Seuss, some kind of botanical. So yeah, I have millions of pieces of little paper I need to pick up. That's okay. I even like that side. So it's just, it's really calming me down. But today is about both. Today is a balance. It's about both. And again, doodling, just fun. A little flower, right? To me, it looks like underwater sea kind of vegetation. You know what? I guess it's whatever you want it to be. So yeah. Cut out the edges on this one. But so much fun, y'all. This is just a few of the gazillion. One day I'll sort through everything and organize it a little better. But for now, it's just going to be serendipitous. Serendipitous. So, yeah. I'm going to do some more just plain ones. So then if I want to do a piece, I'm going to show you this. I'm obsessed right now with pages, numbers. I don't know what is going to happen, but when I'm getting rid of a book, I can just like cut out a bunch at a time. I just feel something's happening with that. I just had this, so seriously. Huh, there it is, okay. My mom and I have not been to, I feel like this is Value Village. Maybe it was Salvation Army, I don't really know. But anyway, I collected these things, y'all, because of the color. And just love the numbers. I'm feeling numbers right now. Anyway, I already used a little bit in my collage for Jane Chip. So, anyway, just a little minutia of what's happening in my world. Like, look at that. That was just from old packaging. And then, I've been pulling out some book pages. Look how cute. Sometimes you just see stuff that I love, kind of the graphics of that. Like a cut is a little square and something. Again, numbers. This is just literally some leftover thing. So, yeah, plain is my friend right now. And I do believe it will get me somewhere, but I'm in no rush to get anywhere. Except maybe some laundry done. Yeah, but I'm catching up on my comments, you guys. Thank you so much. And remember, if you're new, tell me where you're from. I love that. I love that. And Donna, so I had no idea you were into art and stuff. So I'm sure you're on Instagram, right? Just reach out to me on Instagram. It's like we can DM. These are from some old book. Just... Anyway, so I'm bathed. Claire had a nice brush-in. To say that my TV area, you must try to get that TV away, but if I can get Instagram on it, that would be good for right now. Try to be creative, right? When you don't have money, be creative. So yeah, so I'll try to take you with me some today. I definitely, when we go through this stuff, got some shorts on, so I'm not sure I'm going to do my normal thing because, you know, don't want to excite the internet. Cannot wait to get my hair cut, y'all. Yeah. It's really a sign for me if something's off with me when I let my hair get like this. So anyway, it's like the canary in the thing. But I just thought, you know what? You're going to feel better, and that's that. So yeah, okay, well, I'm going to eat a little lunch. I don't know if y'all are following this escaped convict out of Pennsylvania. But my Grizzly True Crime, I love her. Gazilla, I love her. She's been following it. But today I was watching this guy, JLR, I think, investigates. He's a character. And I think he's someone like he's been in prison and came out and tried to straighten up his life. And YouTube's really been probably a godsend for him, right? A lot of people don't like to hire people who ex-convicts. So I think he lives in Florida. But he reminds me of some guys in high school that, you know, we're awkward and wanted to be cool so bad, and we're smart and just odd, you know. Maybe that's, you know, maybe that was me. I don't know. Nah, I never desired to be cool. But yeah, so there's something about him so off-putting, y'all. You'll watch him think, what's wrong with Tracy from the Mermaid Cove? But people respond to him, and there's an honesty to him, and, you know, and the way he does it is full of self-importance and stuff, and I love it to watch him. I don't know. Maybe that's a sign. But, yeah. So I've been having him on in the background, y'all. This is something. This guy, like, brutally murdered his girlfriend in front of her children. And you should just at least watch the footage, how he managed, a little guy, and managed to, like, crab walk up to, it's fascinating, but he's apparently very wily, and he killed someone in Brazil, and he escaped in the jungle and made it to America. So this guy has some mad skills on him. And yesterday, I think the police were 100% convinced he was in this one area in the woods and pulled everything off, and he wasn't. So that's a bit of a mess, right? And don't put all your eggs in one basket or all your cops around one thing. But there's footage of him now having, a van has been stolen, and I guess there's footage of him somewhere north, not in the woods. So, yeah, he's changed his looks, and, you know, and he broke in, some guy was interviewed, and can you imagine, you know this, you're in bed, and he remembered the one door didn't shut quite right, but he got it's like a, you know, like a what do you call them, French door, and his daughter's like, Dad, and he's like, no, what are the odds? Well, he heard something. He looked around and he saw there was a light on. Checked on his children. His children were okay. He didn't know what to do. He had a frame, a glass. So what he did is he blinked the lights 3 times to let this guy know he knows he's there. He's not doing anything about it. And he waited, and then the guy blinked the lights 3 times. And the guy said he almost passed out. So I don't necessarily think he's out to just do mass killing. But I'm probably pretty sure if you try to apprehend him or do something, it's not going to be good. I can't imagine. Like, that's stuff from movies. But he's been taking fruit and stuff like that and clothes and stuff like that. So a lot of these places are hunting places. Like I said, it's a very wealthy area. And that's where you put your jails, right? And so he could have a gun. Definitely has a knife. This guy said he definitely took some steak knife. And I think that's how he kills people, or with knives. I mean, really something. But, so y'all on the East Coast, just be careful. You never know where someone's showing up. You don't know. But I just can't imagine where he thinks he's going. Well, I guess because he escaped Brazil, he feels like he can escape out of this country. And maybe it was set up, you know, maybe there were things dropped off for him because he has colleagues and family. But y'all know they're watching. You're watching all his family. But yeah, but how awful for these local police officers. And I think the FBI even left because they're like, oh yeah, we got this. Wow. Never assume anything, y'all. Whatever. Because the thing is, the intelligence they were getting, the ring cameras and all that was delayed. Especially stuff, they're like, everyone, check your surveillance, check your surveillance. So I think even people from out of town were driving in to check their surveillance at their like weekend cabin kind of thing. But he was a little slick for them. He really, I guess when you really don't want to spend the rest of your life in jail, you're desperate. You have nothing to lose, right? And everything to gain. So there's some angry people. And the corrections officer that was watching, was on the tower and watching, should have caught him, seen him on the roof, I guess. He got fired after 18 years. It's kind of sad because, there's a culture at places, and maybe the culture was not to pay attention. I don't know. I think it was like the third prison break or something anyway. But I couldn't have a job like that. So, and now what's going to happen? They have all this manpower, but I think a lot, I've been watching all this true crime stuff and watching a lot of detectives and forensic guys, and it's just interesting how they do it. And, a lot of it is a spidey sense. But doesn't mean that, with some of the training we've had at work, like with police and stuff, they're like, don't trust your feelings. Really. Now, being an empath and, I don't know. You're right. I mean, I get feelings about people, impressions about people. Let's hope I never am in that situation. But so, you have to make a decision based on the data you have, but not taking the fact that, yes, miraculously he could have gotten away. And who knows what he did to fake them out. That's what I'm thinking. This guy is super smart. So I'm sure they're looking for white vans. What are the chances this guy is still driving a white van? You never know. It could be something as dumb as that. So I'm sure they're looking for other cars that were stolen. That would make sense to me. Or if he has enough cash, get on a bus. People are going to pay attention. And he's changed his looks, of course. But they say he stole bleach from a church. So, you know what? Wear a hat. Don't be, that's pretty obvious. Anyone who has like super bleached hair is noticeable, but getting a hat on. But I'm not a criminal, so I don't know about these things. I do not. But I have been enjoying a book. Claire and I had a little time together in bed, and it's called, I love getting books, y'all, but I just don't buy them anymore. So this is, you will be able to collage by the end of this book. So now you check with your local library, y'all. Now, I don't know how, we have a big system. We have 22 libraries plus other things, and we can borrow from other library counties in the state I'm in. So I don't know what your system's like. But now we did not buy this, right? It's it's like a year old. So I borrowed it. And so I get it like up to 9 weeks I can have it. But I hadn't looked at it till this morning. I'm like, oh my God, this is like what I'm doing. One of the things in her art is very pristine. It's very precise. And I'm not sure, I don't know that I'm capable. Mine has to be wonkier, which is fine. But Matisse, I was looking at Matisse paper cut doll book. I'll have to show you. Not paper doll, but his paper cuts. I don't know what he calls it. God, the color and what a genius that man was. So, but I love stuff like this. So I need more little people. But in a couple, what is that? Did she make that with paper? Wow, look at that. That's all cut out. So all kinds of really good ideas and shapes and what did she call that? She called that I think like scrap confetti, something like that. Yeah, I have boxes of that. So anyway, I've been looking at that. I'm going to allow myself a little bit. I'm going to eat, put my dishes away, get that going, and then get my laundry going. And I'm going to go ahead and I already have a couple of bags of stuff that I don't need ready to go down. So I want to do that. And I'm still going to be working on my table for right now, but I want to limit it. not want to go on. So yeah, all kinds of good stuff out there. I have so many ideas right now. Ideas have never ever been my problem, ever. It's limiting what I want to do, following through on what I want to do. And that now I know it's an ADHD trait. But Jane Chip, I'm going to finish. I'm going to allow myself to cut and play like as a warm up, and invite my muse. Put some music on, y'all. Invite my muse. Get in some gratitude and prayer and openness. I've been trying to do that. No, I've been doing it. Be in the moment. Let's see. There's something else I want to share. We got Trader Joe's to do. But this lady, Nicole Wellington, I don't know, anyway. This is the kind of thing I accept about myself. It's somewhere on my table, y'all. No idea. Okay, that's okay. It is what it is. Why am I going to get all wound up over something like that? Actually, I think I put it in the sketchbook I'm working in, like putting final products in. So it would be easier to, yeah. So here is my original. I'm obsessed with this. So I made copies of it. And I want to do a wash on the copy and see if I like that. So that's the one I'm going to finish up today. Y'all, look at this. Most of these are classes. Some of them are creative things. And here we go. So I just want this book to be all the classes I took. So that one is the last one I did in her class. And looking now, her watercolor, y'all, I'm going to have her buy me a cup of coffee because I can get some of these beautiful watercolor paints. I don't need a lot, 10. But look at this. And I watched her, Nicole Wellington. You can go look at her online on YouTube. One, she's a very peaceful woman. Like, her energy is super good. Apparently she got a concussion or something, and her art's changed and she's struggling. But she's trying to adapt to what her brain can do. And I thought about that. I thought, wow, that's a good message for me. But she lives out in Canada, somewhere where there's in the wild, not the wild, but mountains and streams. And so it's very influential on her art. And this one again, in the moment means to me, what can I do to feel in the moment, right? Well, one thing I thought the other day is when I'm backing out of a parking space in a store, I am in the moment, y'all. I am 100% concentrated. I'm looking. I don't go fast. I'm not impulsive. I've trained myself because to hurt someone accidentally, and kids run and people fall and people aren't paying attention. They're on their phone. So I'm in the moment, y'all. I should have put that on there, but I did say passionately kissing. I think I remember. But like driving in a storm, when you're driving in a thunderstorm, you're usually pretty in the moment, pretty aware. Just stuff like that. When Angela would open her pool. For those of you who knew, Angela's my friend I lost, and she had a pool in a sanctuary, and I'm having a really hard time adjusting to not having that in the space and the energy that she and my friend Beverly and I created. I'm trying to be thankful that it did happen and that I have it in me. But every year when they open the pool, it would be ice cold, y'all. And it was my job to jump in. Like, I'm not a person. Y'all let me know. Are you someone who slowly, gradually gets into a pool that's cold? To me, that is torture. Or y'all jump. I jump. I just jump, right? And then you get that rush of adrenaline, like, oh God. And then you usually chill out or calm down. Your system calms down. But I love that feeling. So that is definitely, I'm in the moment when I did that. And yeah. I love Asti Spumante, Martini, and Rossi. And when I open a bottle and I have the first sip, I can't say it about every sip, y'all. But when I have that first sip of the bubbles in your nose and that little burning, but that taste that, my brain loves. I've been drinking that since I was 15. That was our friend's drink of choice back in the day. You could buy it, no one would card you. But that is something it was fun. Just think about where are you kind of automatically in the moment, right? Where you don't have to really think about it or, that it's just something that your brain does. Another thing, standing out in the sun first time you go out in the sun and it's on burning almost, like you feel that warmth or heat on your face. And it's one of my favorite feelings in the world, you guys. I did that the other day, Friday, went out at lunch outside, and the sun wasn't really, but I just kind of leaned my head back and just had a minute of hearing, smelling, kind of not here at work, but just what's happening, So I think I'm thinking more about being in the moment because of, bedoodling puts me in the moment. This kind of stuff, because I'm not thinking about like, oh, is that mark okay? Or, oh, should I do this? No, I'm just sort of, for some reason that allows, because you're not expecting anything out of doodles, right? It's just, you shouldn't, God forbid, I'm sure there are people who do. But it's just a play. It's just paper, pen, color, marks, So that definitely, And another thing, I made all this coffee paper. Y'all, I'm using it. I got to make more and more. But I can sit, right now I got all kinds of other things thrown in this box. So, but I know how much, honestly, I think I used it all, which is amazing, truly. But when I made it, I could just sit and look at it and feel it and smell it and see the different marks and let inspiration just come to me. So that, I am really in the moment when I'm doing that. And then cutting out my paper dolls, y'all. What I call them paper dolls. Images from magazines. Where there's people, buildings, shoes, flowers, whatever it is. I'm usually pretty much in the moment then too. So, let me know. Where are you kind of, like, maybe people, you sit down and you have your hot coffee and you take that first sip, right? Your brain responds, your taste buds respond. Before you start thinking about what I need to do, or it just that first, first bites of things are so much better than second, third, and fourth, right? And Beverly and I figured this out. Like, we'll have something, the minute we have a bite, it's like we're plotting to get more. And then when we do, it's never the same because there's something special about that first bite, that first thing. So that might be a way, but just think about it. It's interesting. Yeah. So I'm working on that. I'm working on being in gratitude and that kind of thing, and hydrating, y'all. I'm not drinking enough. And I know it's just, when you work, it's very hard to consume 80 ounces of water in 8 hours, right? But that would just be 10 ounces an hour. So, I don't know. I guess it's good to have goals you struggle towards, as long as you don't hold yourself to some weird standard that you didn't drink 80 ounces of water while you were at work, right? But yeah, maybe you got 60, maybe you got 40. I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop, finish my food. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to try to pop in. I know I said I would yesterday, and I just didn't feel good. And I didn't want to talk about how I didn't feel good. You know what I mean? And then I honestly got involved watching this manhunt stuff. This is a side of me. When I was young, as one is, I'm talking like 11, 12, 13, 14, probably-ish, that era. I was reading Stephen King, Dean Koontz, all kinds of stuff. The John Saul, that Andrews Lady, Mary Higgins Clark, saw those movies, and love stuff like that. I love this kind of look but don't look. And like I said, I babysat, and I was constantly hysterical because people were in the house, and my dad's like, make a choice. You want babysit, make money, or do you want to read this nonsense? So I gave it up. And I really don't have a tolerance. I don't have a tolerance for fictionalized craziness. I don't. Because they're going out of their way to engage you and make you scared and, make your heart beat. And I don't like. But there's something about real crime that, and I fast forward through a lot. There's certain things I will not listen to or look at pictures or any of that. So but it's I guess it's the understanding, like, why would someone do this? Like, what can you do not to have it happen to you? That kind of thing, right? And all these people, it fascinates me, their jobs. Like, your job is to walk into a room where some violent crime happened and figure out who, what, when, where, and why. A team of people, really, right? and then do it in a way that can be questioned in a court of law. So you need to make sure it's right. You need to make sure everything's where it should be. Amazing. I'm starting Barbara Butcher's book. Was the first like female medical examiner in New York City. But hold your waiting on it. I only have like a week left, so I need to decide. Read enough to see if I want to put it back on hold or not. The story of my life, y'all. Those of you might know. But yeah, so if you're interested in any of this collage or doodling, check out your library. There's so many fun, inspiring things. And gosh, y'all really struggle with me on not trying to have an end goal. Like, why does a shoe have to look like a shoe? Why can't you paint the impression of a shoe? Or I don't know, create a new shoe, right? That looks nothing like a shoe. This is a shoe on my planet, my home planet. But I'm working on that, and I'm, this Louise Fletcher, I've been taking her class, and we have to the 15th. So I'm going to choose tonight before I go to bed. She only wants you to do 30 minutes. So I'm going to choose to work on that tonight. And, but really the thing I've gotten for her is if you continue to focus on the end result, you will never have your own expression. And when you trust and play and discover things you like and you feel passionate about it and inspired by it, that will come through in your art, right? But you're trying to copy someone else or think it's got to look like a shoe, then there's people who are going to do much better shoes than you do, right? I don't want to draw a shoe. I bring that up because when I took art classes in Arizona, I'll bring my portfolio one day and show y'all. And like I said, I really wanted to explore it, but it was very high. It just was competitive and upsetting, and amazing artists were in there because you had to take 101 drawing to move up. So it's too bad that wasn't a better experience for me. Who knows? But yeah, we had to draw an upside down shoe. Who knows what I will evolve into, but I don't think realistic things are my thing. I don't know. Why am I going to limit myself, right, y'all? Why am I limiting myself? Maybe that will be my thing. So, this is for Donna. Get your supplies out. Have fun. Don't give a crap. And also this other teacher said, you really... After 30, you really come into your own as an artist. Y'all, that's a year. Like I said, that's a year and a few months. So I'm going to get there. But just allowing myself to do something creative every day and play has been something. And even this Louise, now I'm going to make up a little collage. That's fine. That's not... I think I did get a little stuck because it's Jenny Chip and I want to show her and I don't want it to be crap. And there you go, y'all. That's how you guarantee it will be crap. But I'm just going to play with it. And I'm actually going to go out of my way. Not go out of my way, but I hope it's not pretty. Or makes sense, right? So I'll take a breath. So I'll have a moment. Got a little bit more energy today. And talking to you guys always energizes me. But we'll see when I end this. But yeah, so thank you guys. I will do my best to pop in later. Not that you're asking me to, but... Trader Joe's, all kinds of stuff. So that I want to do sooner rather than later. I did not get that much, y'all. I really, truly didn't. And I'm trying to think, like, there really was nothing new for me there to buy that I wanted. I don't want mango fried up or double dry or chutney or any of that. But there's nothing, y'all. But I'm on the hunt for a few things, so we'll see how I do. But all right, guys, take care. You mean a lot to me, and I appreciate your comments. I'm trying to catch up and be in real time from now on. That's something that's important to me, and I enjoy it. I always read them. It's just answering back I don't always do right away because I love to know what you're saying. It makes me so happy. But, yeah, been working on that. That and my Fitbit. My Fitbit, there's things we do every day, and we can get money, and I haven't been doing it. But I got the rest of the year, and... I can make maybe like $40 and I have 500. So I got to figure out when I have that. I don't know. You used to be able to move it to your checking account. I don't know. I might have to choose like Amazon or something like that. Or if a grocery store, y'all, that would be amazing. But Amazon would be good. That'd be my cat food for a long time. So anyway, all right, guys, you take care. And yeah, I hope you're having a lovely Sunday, wherever it is, or restful, peaceful, people you love, crazy, whatever it is. I hope you're in the moment a little bit of the time. It's hard to be in all the time, but y'all, so comment, where do you, think about it, where are you naturally in the moment? That you don't have to think about being in the moment, that on reflection, that yeah, you are in the moment in that particular circumstance. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.